All aboard, guys! Let's go for our drive.
Literally, that's why it says that. Which is great.
It was a snow chunk. How's that?
Kristen Ward, that's Kristin Ward, and I am a school bus driver, and I'm also a dispatcher for Motor Coach here at Cobeson Buses.
Awesome. And how long have you been in this role?
I've been with Cobeson for 12 years. I have two kids, 15 and 9, and both of them have ridden with me on my bus routes to school, on field trips. We've gone on many adventures while I was getting paid, which is really one of the best parts about being a school bus driver. But what I really like to do is be able to work and still be a mom. Oh, that's true. Every day more routes are added, and actually with building back up after the pandemic, they've really had to be creative with how they transport kids, because we're transporting fewer kids on the same number of buses at more varied times throughout the day. So we have tons of flexibility for people who want to work just a day or all 5 days or just mornings or just afternoons. We can really keep anybody busy with any kind of availability. Parenting and having fun at work and making decent money and having fun really above everything. I mean, that's really my goal, is to have fun. And with school bus driving, every day is different. You just never know where you're going to end up or what you're going to see. True, and it's a little daunting when you first start that you're going to drive such a big vehicle. But literally, for most people, after the first time they drive it when they're training, it becomes almost like second nature. There's just a couple things that are different about it, that are different from driving a car, but once you figure it out, it actually makes you an even safer driver, because I think you're a little bit more aware of everything that's going on around you. You know, you're high. It doesn't surprise me. I think that throughout the state and really the country, bus drivers are sorely needed by everybody out there. Also, mechanics, technicians, bus aides and monitors. It's a unique job that I think that people are a little nervous about, just because it's not like any other job. And what we'd really like to do is just get the word out there and let people know that this is a super fun job, and most of the people that take the step and come and work for us, they really are so happy once they do it.
Shots that I'll use amongst the rest of them. Doing the eye doctor chow. I get this. What is she doing here? She's doing all the really tight shots that I can. Exactly. You know, I think it's kind of fun. And then at some point we got to get you outside.
Public quarters, so hopefully you'll
really get into their lives and know who they're hanging out with. And I love it when they come home and they tell me about a new friend, and I'm like, oh, not that kid.
Yep. And it's fun when the other kids get on the bus. I'm his mom. That's kind of cool.
I think the best part of the whole story is, yeah, you just kind of have that flexibility, and you can make that.
Years that I worked at Cobeson, I did nothing but routes and charter work, and I started doing work in the office. You know, we've always got life to be school bus drivers, and we're at 11.
Oh, okay.
So I've got about 5 more minutes.
Okay. So we don't have that much time. Let me borrow your microphone really quick. Grab a couple quick shots of
Name if you don't mind.
Sure. Paul Fugate. Paulfugate. I'm the shop manager here at Cobeson Bus.
Perfect. Anyways, right?
Yes, yeah. Bringing the buses back into service has kept us pretty busy. They've been sitting for a long time, and that is not conducive to mechanical parts.
Now, what would you like to see here at the Suntory?
Well, we would certainly like to see some technicians coming in. We're interested in anybody old or young. We're not against a draft and develop type of strategy. If I had somebody who was interested in this and wanted to get their foot in the door, we do have a tuition reimbursement program. We have a tool reimbursement program that can help them out in some of those ways if they're interested. Yeah, easily every location could use 4 people.
Not surprised.
Oh, no.
And then let me just pop out really quickly because I'm just going to try to follow you. So you just kind of drive a bit slower so I can just kind of
Okay.
get it.
Oh, should I?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I don't think you latched it.
To clip it all together.
Mm-hmm.
There's spotlight videos. We're in there for.
She's not running after me.
All right, so I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll start the story off like the drivers on the bus go, but they can't if there aren't enough of them, and that's why Cobuson's now hiring. I think that'll work. Let's do one more just as a safety take. The drivers on the bus go, but they can't do that if there aren't enough of them, and that's why Cobuson is now hiring. I think
over here, right? So I'll get you to open this side. Right. Yeah, get it from this side. Just have you kind of glamour shot looking lovingly over it. And clearly there are like.
At this location, I would love to have 2 more technicians working for me.
I promise. Say and spell full name, full official title.
Sure. Valerie Zintz, VALERIEZINTZ, and I am the Motor Coach sales representative and currently recruiter.
Really?
So right now, our school districts all throughout the 23 terminals that we have in the state of Wisconsin are slowly going back to school. Each week it seems like they're adding more and more students to make it safe for both the teachers, faculty, school bus drivers, students, everybody. But as that happens, everybody's situation has kind of changed because of the pandemic. So we are in need of school bus drivers throughout all of our locations. And as summer comes, it looks like there's going to be sporting events going on at the school districts. Lots of opportunities for our school bus drivers. There's 23 terminals throughout the state of Wisconsin with Cobuson buses. We've got 18 technician shops, and at each location we are looking for about 4 drivers, at least 1 or 2 technicians. And from there you can start training, and we start paying $10 an hour to train. which is great. You need no experience with a CDL at all. In fact, you can come in and test drive a school bus if you want to get the feel for what that's like before you apply. That's something new that we're offering just to get people over that fear that I'm driving a much larger vehicle, but it's not that hard once you start driving. So let's drive a school bus, and currently we have a sign-on bonus, which is an incentive, $1,500 sign-on bonus. And we don't see an end date to that yet until we fulfill our need for school bus drivers.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Right now.
we are in need for your help to safely take our students to and from school.
Around. So yeah. Waving at my shadow. So, once you have your permit, you have to drive with your permit for you want it to after those 2 weeks until you're comfortable on your own in the school bus. And you can test right here with us. We help you from the process of taking your test at the D.
We work around your schedule, and we've had drivers here for 20, 30 plus years, and throughout that time, it's always changed.
Well, and I think Krista's a
Yep, we always start off everybody as part-time, but there is opportunity for you to become full-time throughout your employment here at Cobeson.
That's awesome. I'm just gonna.
Might get your feet to. These buses go round and round. You're just going round and round like the song says.
I
essentially.
know.
Like,
Yes.
I think that they cooperated throughout this whole process. Paul, you're such a good driver. Oh, thank you so much. I know you're probably like, what is this crazy girl doing? She's got me doing all these
No,
weird
no,
shots."
you're
So-
fine.
but
Did you?
honestly, I'm like,
Of course, she gets the snowy side.
ah, that's all right. Than the other one, so.
Does it? I guess there's more buses.
She's just popped.
November, and we had a couple people from Sun Prairie come and test drive. Right now we're sanitizing the buses, so after each trip we'll come back and clean them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That's very cool. And I've never heard of any other place doing that. How long have you guys been doing that now?
The sanitation?
No, the
Oh, the test drive.
Yeah.
This probably a year now, I think.
Probably a year.
But see, it didn't get big because right after we started doing it, COVID hit. Yeah, so we did one in June to try to see if we could get some people, and then in November, I think that one in November, 3 people came and one of them got hired. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm amazed. All right. Well, then I'm totally gonna. All right. Let me throw this on. That says it's recording with audio. That's what we want to see. All right.
So can you reach the pedals, or do you need to scoot forward? Because right between your legs is the slider for the seat.
So, then I'm gonna.
Yeah, then you can scoot it forward. Slide it
Let's
to the
see.
left. There you go.
There we go. Oh yeah. Now I'm really good. Okay. Cool. Okay. What do I need to do first?
Okay.
Whew.
All right.
I'm
foot
king
on
of the
brake.
world.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right. Foot on the brake. Put it in gear. And then with your left hand, if you look down by your left knee, you'll see the parking brake release. So release the parking brake.
Yep, pull it up. Perfect.
Yep. All right, now it's just like your regular car.
This is exciting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it starts beeping.
No, that's not.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep my hands on the wheel at all times. Wow, guys.
These cones we have set up for people coming in practicing for their test, for
This-
their driving test.
You know, it does. It feels, I've never driven anything quite this big, and it feels like stupendous, you know? I feel like I really am king of the world here.
Yes. Yep, it feels good. It feels good to drive with us.
I like that. Perfect. Oh, I probably got plenty with that. I'm just gonna, if you guys are okay with it, since you did all, oops, sorry. Now I just need to go neutral. Neutral's what I want. Okay. And then parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
So, and then left foot.
Left foot.
Right, left. Sorry, that would be correct.
There
Sorry,
go.
you
Push
are.
it straight down.
There we
you
go.
go. You got it.
Lifelong learner here. So, definitely still learning. Let me do some really. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I should do anything with that shot. Oh no, that'll be fun. Let's see. And go for it.
Once you get in the driver's seat, I think you'll see that it's really fun to drive a school bus. Is that good?